Hi everyone, welcome to Heart Health Matters, a podcast series brought to you by the Chair of Preventive Cardiology of the Maharashtra Institute of Health Sciences, powered by Madhabag Institute of Preventive Cardiology. I am Dr. Aman Kapoor and I welcome you all to this feast of knowledge that is relevant for today's world. The Chair of Preventive Cardiology of the MUHS intends to provide you with the latest information on cardiac health, cardiac diseases, how to prevent them, and how to keep your heart healthy. We assure you authenticity stamp on the contents. We shall be sharing with you our expertise, helping you navigate through the complexities of heart health and providing practical tips for preventing heart disease. With each podcast, we'll be covering different topics like risk factors, symptoms, lifestyle changes, and treatment options. If you are looking to learn about how to keep your heart and your loved one's heart healthy, then you have come to the right place. Sit up, focus, and get the gems from the experts of MUHS and MIPC.
Heart is a fascinating organ. Despite being in this field of cardiology for 3 decades, I still get goosebumps when I think of the way it is designed by nature. It's really a nature's marvel. So intricate, so powerful for its size, and so very durable. Human being is also not far behind nature. The tricks and the steps to know about the functioning of the heart has been a relentless process. Investigations related to the heart are highly sophisticated and can give information to the lowest decimal. The sensitivity, specificity, and accuracy of these investigations is excellent. A major part of the cardiac diagnosis is imaging, how the heart is viewed and how it is visualized. The methods used, the instruments used, information obtained actually relates to a lot of engineering field. But the information obtained is immensely important medical information. Sonography of other organs of the body is in vogue for at least 6 decades now. Heart moves very rapidly and catching it by sonography required a special transducers. These high-frequency probes send out ultrasound waves. Ultrasound means which is beyond the capacity of the human ear. These ultrasound waves are sent inside the heart. Like a stethoscope is placed on the chest, the ultrasound probe is placed on the chest wall. The air interface is removed by using some inert gel. The ultrasound waves reach the various structures of the heart, like the valves and the walls, and return back. The returning wave is picked up by the probe and is converted into a highly intricate digital image. Because it is a sound wave returning and rebounding back from an object, this technique is known as the echocardiography. In the initial machines of 1980s, the ultrasound was a 2-dimensional tool and it was known as a 2D echocardiography. The image captured on the monitor were absolutely fascinating. It was as if peeping inside the heart. The information obtained was way beyond what a stethoscope could offer you. Better quality machines led to high resolution images, and finally the 3-dimensional echocardiography took place. But it took a long time to arrive and somehow did not greatly add to what the 2D images were offering. Machines also got more expensive with added technological advances. The 2D echo could see walls of all 4 chambers, opening and closing of the valves, pumping capacity of the heart, the ejection fraction of the left ventricle, LVEF, in fact became a single indicator of heart health and prediction of the heart behavior in the future. Despite all this, 2D echocardiography gave us anatomical details but not the physiology. It did not show blood movement. Scientists used Doppler technology, which is used in the deep sea to study the bottom of the ocean. The same echocardiography probe now acquired Doppler capabilities. The blood direction was color-coded. That is, the blood coming towards the probe was orange and away movement was depicted as blue. The heart valves are unidirectional and they do not let the blood backtrack or regurgitate. Defective valves or diseased valves will start regurgitating, and this could be easily demonstrated by the color coding technique, the color Doppler study. When the Doppler is used, there are swishing noises, and they could be quite startling if one does not anticipate those. Thus, an echo Doppler probe in the cardiologist's or echo technician's hand was a very powerful tool. Very quickly, painlessly, without pricking the skin, the heart is almost laid open for viewing. Echo can study the strength of the heart. It can decide whether the valve is diseased or not, at what stage a valve needs to be changed or replaced with surgery or addressed with a balloon. And actually, it can do all this within minutes. Echo Doppler is a phenomenal test for babies born with heart defects. Holes in heart, enlarged hearts, fluid around the heart, defective valves. Narrowed down arteries can be diagnosed with flare and elan. Extension of this echo test is transesophageal echo Doppler. This probe is made into a tube and like an endoscope passes through the mouth into the food pipe. Now it sits so close to the heart without the lungs in between that it comes with remarkably clean pictures. Echo Doppler does not see the famous coronary arteries despite all its advantages. Imaging of the coronary arteries still is a domain of the angiography. If a person is breathless, falling short of breath, echo Doppler is the key test to lead the investigations further. With the advent of higher modalities of tests like the echo, MRI, the olden day tests like the chest X-ray for heart is slowly losing its importance. Another dramatic imaging of the heart is the magnetic resonance or the cardiac MR, CMR. A heavy-duty magnet is used of few Tesla's strength, and it obtains heart images. A recent addition in the last few years, it sees whether the heart is dead or alive, something which was not easy to see in the past. This is known as viability test. It also answers a lot of questions like why a weak heart is weak, what is the reason for it becoming weak. MR can answer these questions effortlessly. However, duration of the cardiac MR is more than 20 minutes. It costs about 15,000 rupees. But used judiciously, it is a great test. Coronary arteries can be imaged non-invasively with the help of a CT scan. Invasive traditional catheter angiography is elaborate, requires admission to the hospital, and entails a small but sure risk. The images of the coronary arteries can be obtained by CT scan without putting any tube inside the body, non-invasively. The CT coronary angiography thus can give you pictures of the artery as good as the conventional angiography. But the initial CT scans were not able to do this because the heart moves too fast and the slices of the CTs were slow. But now the slices have gone up to 128 and 256 and great images are possible non-invasively. It requires again a contrast medium, and that's why people with kidney disease cannot undergo this test. The test gets over within minutes if the heart is nice and slow at 70 beats per minute. CT angio has an excellent negative predictive value. It means a normal CT angiography is a gospel truth of normalcy. It cannot go wrong in showing a normal artery, but when it shows percentage narrowing, it may not be accurate at all. It's a good test for a high-risk individual who wants to rule out if there is disease or not. Sometimes there are cardiac neurotics who keep getting pain, multiple investigations are done and nothing turns out to be abnormal. For them, CT angio turns out to be a very good test to convince them that nothing is wrong. All in all, imaging of the heart is a great science. Technological advance is phenomenal, and we see such good images of the heart that the diagnosis is accurate and the decision taking thereafter is also very precise.
Thank you so much for those simplified gems of information about the heart. Thank you to all our listeners for joining and listening to our today's podcast. We hope you found today's episode informative and inspiring. We are here to support you in your endeavor of keeping your heart healthy. We truly care about your heart health and would like to see you succeed and remain healthy. Remember, you have the power to make positive changes in your life, and we are here to help you achieve those goals. So let us all commit to living heart healthy lives together. Thank you for being a part of this community. Until the next time, stay healthy, and before you go, do give us a like. If you have any other questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. The link to connect with us is there in the description below. Do share this podcast with your friends and family, and also share it on your social media. Sign up for our newsletters and leave your questions or your comments below. Thank you so much for listening to us. Till the next time, this is Dr. Aman Kapoor. Bye bye. See you all. Stay healthy, stay fit and fine.